And good morning. I am Lonnie Haynes. I am doing a bit of a convoluted test, trying to make it as complex as possible, trying to generate as much simultaneous activity on an ATEM Mini Pro ISO by maximizing using all audio and all HDMI input channels. And so let's, without further ado, let's get on with the discussion here. So first we'll just do a run through of the cameras in my setup. This first camera, camera 1, normally your talking head, your go-to camera. That is a GoPro running 1080p, 60 frames a second. Camera 2 is a side shot from a Panasonic Lumix Z1000 4/3 camera, also doing 1080p 60 frames a second. And just for grins, we're going to try to put a picture-in-picture. Okay, cool. All right, all well and good. Capturing my desktop, you can see here I have ATEM Mini Pro. I have a Samsung recorder, T5 SSD. I have a boom mic in front of me, lapel mic that I'm using, and I have 2 computer screens, but let's just go to camera 3 shot to show that a little bit better. So this is what I'm looking at. 2 monitors, everything's running fine. Basically behind the scenes I have 2 computers. One's the primary one, so let's go to the desktop of my primary computer, and let's see, can I get that picture-in-picture back on again? Sure enough. Okay. It's not too irritating there. Alright, so basically you can see that this is my YouTube studio channel. You can see that I am in fact recording this live. No tricks, nothing up my sleeve here. Let's get that off the screen so you can see what's underneath it. I have ATEM software control. Again, you can see that I'm on air and I am recording at the same time. Hyperdeck Max or Hyperdeck High, and recording all cameras. So again, trying to generate as much load as possible. Let's get that puppy out of the way too, if I can. Come on, let's grab that window and move it over to my other screen, if I can. I'm having difficulty, so apologize. One last attempt before I just... this is just not cooperating. What is my difficulty here? Alright, let me bring that full screen so I can see better what I'm trying to accomplish there. Did I get it this time? Yeah, okay, cool. Alright. I'm also running BitFocus Companion to simulate a Stream Deck. I'm doing that because I don't have a Stream Deck, and I'm primarily using it to automate the invocation of some complex workflows that involve both the ATEM Mini Pro and my VLC instance that you can see running here. Let's hide that, and let's hide, we don't want to hide that yet. Well, and so I've got a few buttons set up primarily to drive a particular entry in my playlist over on VLC. Let's get that out of the way, and here we go with getting VLC into a full screen interface. Cool. Alright, so let's switch back to camera 1, and all good. Alright, so this is where you would normally do your production talking head. You might switch to a side shot, discuss a little more, switch to a third shot, etc. Oh, check your batteries before you start recording, Lonnie. Wonderful. Okay, alright, we'll make do here. So, without further ado, I am going to intro a video clip. I'm going to use that button that's going to kick both VLC to select a particular entry out of my playlist, as well as talk to the ATEM Mini and have it switch to input 4 and bring up the audio. So here goes. So this is a time lapse of my own creation. A little bit of a sunrise. Excuse me, that's a sunset. Transition into a sunrise here shortly. Both beach shots, and then lastly will be a view of the Destin Harbor for viewing pleasure. And I could let that play out, and then I could intro going to a third clip, which is another time lapse of mine, one of my original works, and I'm not terribly pleased with it, but you get the idea. So let's go back to talking head, and at this point let me go to VLC control, because I want to go into my media player here and queue up a different slide to go to when I outro here. So I'm got that loaded. Just another cut back to the video to show you that the video is still in the background. Back to talking head. I'm queuing up my closing, and I'll transition to that and fade to black, then close off the recording and the live stream. So thanks for watching.